RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available.
Playing center field, Reagan Klein. Second base, number 21, Allie Martin. Number 11, playing shortstop, Kenna Collins. Your catcher for this evening, number 20, Campbell Bundy. Playing right field, number 24, Haley Heaster. Number 16, your DP for tonight, Maddie Baker. Woo! Playing third base, number 30, Liz Wooding. Woo! Playing first base, number 22, Jenna Groves. Number 3, playing left field, Sydney Norman. Number 13, your pitcher for tonight, Emily Piles. And your subs for tonight, number 12, Haley Byers. Number 9, Nora Ambler. Number 6, Maddie Wellman. Number 2, Bailey Birchfield. Number 14, Lacey Patriacca. Number 4, Paige Totten. And number 18, Bailey Cleggan. Now if we could all stand, take our hats off for the national anthem.
Play ball. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Spartan Field here in Fairleigh, West Virginia. The Greenbrier East Lady Spartan softball team takes on the Pikeview Panthers. Looks like a little bit of rain. I don't know if you noticed the flag flying at half-staff for Pope Francis, but in honor of him, we have the flag at half-mast and the state flag at half-mast. Spartans on the field, getting ready to get this game underway. We're just a little bit past game time. We may get a shower today, but this is the Roger and Angie show here today. Roger Bennett and Angie Martin are going to be coming to you live from Fairleigh, West Virginia, giving you all the insight, jokes, and whatever we can come up with on this softball game. The Spartans are warming up. The umpire looks like he's ready to go. And it looks like up to bat first for the Pikeview Panthers is going to be Cora Belcher. whenever the umpire gives the green light for the first batter. I've seen Aaron Ambler out warming them up, Ange. Our girls look crisp.
This Pikeview Panther team has come a long way, especially from a couple years ago when we faced them. And it was a pretty good contest up until the very end.
Well, and the Spartans are coming off a spring break 3-game win in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They beat 3 teams from New York. And I've had several people say, man, there were so many teams from New York there. I don't understand why. And I said, well, if you had the winner that they had, you can't wait to go south.
Up to bat for the Pikeview Panthers. Gosh, hold on.
Cora Belcher.
What's our number? Oh, number 9. Number 9, Cora Belcher. I got that screwed that up, too. Did you say Cora Belcher? I just sucked tonight already.
And Cora.
Sorry, that was number 9.
Swing and a miss. Looking like she's trying to do a slap bunt. She gets instructions from her coach, looks at her wrist. Coach, she's ready back in the box. Powell's on the mound. And ball 1. 1-1's a count.
Emily with that outside pitch, Roger, that pitch to try to bait him in.
Yeah, that's always a good second pitch.
Ooh.
And swing and a miss. 1-2's a count. And Angie, what do you think?
Oh, her number's 9, Roger.
Strike 3, and Belcher goes down.
Starting with a strikeout here in the first inning. That's awesome.
Powell's is on fire early.
Next up to bat is number 23, Shelly Maddox. We're about to fix it.
Shelly Maddox up to bat for the Pikeview Panthers. Powell's on the mound. Here comes the first pitch. Right to second base, and she walks right over, touches the bag. Out number 2. 2 away here at Spartan Field, as the Spartans are looking mighty crisp in this first inning, Ange. And we have
number 15, Lauren Lambert.
Lauren Lambert up to bat for the Panthers, wanting to make something happen for them. The outside pitch, ball 1. It's always good to bait them with an outside pitch, isn't it, Ange?
Yes, sir.
You can see how aggressive they actually are.
They like to go after it. I probably would, too, if I was in the box.
Swing and a miss. Inside pitch on that one. 1-1's count.
Emily Piles actually took a year off last year and played rec league and got a lot of pitching in, and it has definitely paid off.
2-1's a count now. Official didn't like that one.
I liked it.
I thought it looked good. But he's got a slightly different angle than we have.
He does.
Hit.
And that's
deep.
a hard one to get past.
And
the
Reggie
line.
catches that one like she's done it all of her life. That's 3 away. Spartans will come in, and we'll take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. This is Roger Bennett.
And Angie Martin.
Don't go nowhere.
Sorry, Rod.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Da-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
One-Way Towing, the source for all your towing needs. From cars to trucks, to ready to crash to just plain stuck. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 1184517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
All right. Pikeview in the field. Scoreless. We're in the bottom of the first.
Pretty decent pitcher out there.
Taylor Wright behind the plate catching for the Pikeview Panthers. And it looks like number 23, Maddox. Shelby Maddox will be pitching first inning. Up to bat for the Spartans, number 1, Reagan Klein.
Spartans, number 1, Reagan Klein.
Reggie, no stranger to the plate. Fast as greased lightning.
She had a great at-bat.
All she has to do is put the ball in play, and she's usually on base.
She had a great at-bat at Myrtle Beach over the week, too.
Strike, first pitch. Reggie didn't like it.
She's done.
Maddox on the mound, gets her
taken
call.
the bat and made a mark. She means business now, Roger. Yep.
Yeah, fouled that one over the home dugout. 0-2's the count. Reggie finds herself behind here early, but I think she loves the pressure. She thrives on it. Maddox, pitch, high. 1-2's the count now.
Spartans really need to jump out and get some hits and get some runs in here because this Pikeview team is nothing to.
And that one's going to be foul also, still 1-2.
In other words, we need to take them serious.
Yeah, you've got to. This Pikeview team is one you can't let hang around. If you fool around too long, and they'll get some momentum, little mojo going their way, if you will, and they'll beat you. Maddox with a pitch.
There you go.
Gets past the shortstop. Center field's got it, and Reggie's on one. Now, I look for Allie Martin here to take the first pitch or to show bunt. What do you think? I think she's going to show 100%. Fake bunt. And Reggie will be on second base.
Yes.
But I'm going to tell you what.
Without
I know that
doubt.
catcher, and Taylor Wright has a cannon of an arm.
Wow. What was she thinking?
There's a double play. Caught in the air. Reagan Klein went to steal second base and did not tag up. And just like that, we're 2 away.
That was Allie Martin. Next up to bat, number 11, Kenna Collins.
Kenna Collins, no stranger to the plate either. Has been playing softball as long as she's been able to pick one up, I think.
I just wonder if the batter, Allie Martin, missed a call or Reagan missed a call. I'm going with Allie Martin missed a call.
Yeah, I can't imagine the coach telling her to swing on that first pitch knowing Reagan's on first base.
Not the way we
swing
wanted
and a
to
miss.
start off.
Collins 0-2. Having a little hard time focusing on that ball. Maddox has got to be feeling good about herself right now. Outside.
Ooh.
Wow. That was a close one. 1-2's the count. Maddox gets a call. I'm going to look for an inside pitch this time. High ball. Gets past the catcher, but nobody on base. Nothing hurt.
Can they rally on 2 outs?
Maddox, they're so famous
No,
swinging
they
a miss,
can't.
and that's 3 down. Spartan struggling here early. We're going to take a quick break with them here. This is Roger Bennett
And Angie Martin.
on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. We'll be right back.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Chris!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fall means home improvement projects with S.J. Neathawk. Indoor or outdoor, S.J. Neathawk can help. Makita Tools can get your lawns cleared with blowers, weed eaters, and chainsaws. And now is the time to look at new flooring, adding some new color to your walls, and new lighting fixtures. With tools and products from S.J. Neathawk, you'll have everything you need to get started on your fall projects. When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call S.J. Neathawk Lumber Company, your home solution.
All right. Compton up to bat for the Panthers. Powell still on the mound. Campbell Bundy behind the plate. There's the pitch. High. Outside. Ball 1. Emma Compton wants to get something started here for the Panthers.
Oh,
Inside. Ball 2.
Two balls.
We got Wooding on third. Kenna Collins on short. There's a pitch. Inside. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Jenna Groves playing first base and Allie Martin on second.
Another good pitch.
Foul
by
ball.
Powell's.
2-2 now. Powell's catching up here.
Compton wanting to get a hit.
Compton is eager to hit, actually.
Does not want to walk to that base.
Another foul ball. 2-2. Angie, this be a good time for that changeup.
Yes, it would be.
You got an eager batter like that, she's going to swing.
Mm-hmm.
Outside high. 3-2. Counts full. And this one's got to be a good one, Ange.
Yep. Do or die here.
Let her put it in play. Hope you
That's a
defense
good
can
pitch.
do it.
I'm
Little high.
really surprised that Compton didn't swing that bat, but she held off, and it paid off.
We have 13. Taylor Wright up to bat.
Up to bat, number 13, Taylor Wright.
Fouls on the mound. Delivers a high.
All right,
Ball
pitch.
1. Compton looking to take second, but had second thoughts there.
Bundy came up looking.
Ready to fire on that hair trigger. There's your pitch.
Another good pitch.
Strike. 1-1. Got the outside corner, didn't he, Ange?
Yes, it did. And the batter is upset with herself for not swinging the bat. Got to swing the bat.
Outside.
Good thought
2-1.
by Piles.
Trying to bait her. Swing and a miss by Taylor. That's 2-2. I would look for an inside pitch on this one.
That's
Swing and a
another
miss.
good pitch.
Taylor goes back to the dugout. That's one away.
Up to bat, number 11, Abby Hedrick.
Abby Hedrick up to bat for the Pikeview Panthers. 1 out, runner on 1.
I believe this is number 6 in the lineup.
Yeah, that's just a guess there.
Yeah. Didn't get the best lineup, but we're trying to make it right here. Awful good bunt. Jenna comes up firing.
And there's 2 away. Now Compton's on second. 2 away. A good heads-up play by the Spartans. Allie Martin got to first base.
Number 18.
They did everything right on that one. Kaylee Honecker up to bat for the Pikeview Panthers.
2 down. Runner on second.
Kaylee in the box.
Whew. Looks like
First
Emily's
pitch
in
strike.
she's in a zone right now, Roger.
She is. She seems to be finding her spot more often than not right now.
Looks a little more confident on that mound tonight than I have seen. What a great stop by Piles.
Good stop by Piles. Throw to first, and there's 3 away. Still scoreless here as we go into the bottom of the second. This is Roger Bennett
And Angie Martin.
on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Stay tuned.
One-Way Towing, the source for all your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash, to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 118-4517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available.
All right, welcome back. Campbell Bundy up to bat for the Spartans. Maddox still on the mound, and Taylor Wright still behind the plate for the Panthers. Inside low pitch. Going to call ball 1. Campbell trying to get something started here for the Spartans. They need a little spark.
Yes, we do.
Swing and a miss by Campbell, 1-1. I felt a little breeze off that one,
Felt
Angie.
a little breeze. Campbell had some great hits while we were at the beach as well. She was on
Strike
fire
right
with the
down
bat.
the pike, too. Man, I Can't imagine a no swing on that one, but 1-2's a count. Bundy didn't like it. Fouls that one off. Good choice.
She's battling.
1-2. She's got a piece of it. Seems to be a little late on her swing, Ange.
Which is understandable. We didn't see too many fast pitchers when we were out.
High ball.
They were
2-2's
average
the count.
pitchers, and she's a little faster than they've seen lately. But I think once the Spartans catch on to it, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they get that timing down.
Yeah, they need to see one round of her.
Fouls that one off. Campbell battling here.
Nope.
In the dirt. Ball 3.
And the Lady Spartans are rallied up in the dugout.
They are cheering away now. The team that stays up usually wins, Ange.
Yes, sir. I like to see a dugout getting into the ball game. There it is.
Right to the pitcher. Easy throw. 1 away. Haley Heister up to bat for the Spartans. Campbell goes back to the dugout. Replaying that last pitch in their mind, I'm sure.
Up to bat for the Lady Spartans, number 24, Haley Heister.
Maddox. There's your pitch. Swing. Foul ball. She's brought her LXT. Ready to go to work. High, ball 1. 1-1's a count. Fouls another one off.
Got to commit.
1-2's the count now. Maddox way ahead. She can afford to waste a couple pitches here.
Just a little late on the swing.
There's a pitch.
Oh,
and strike.
man, looking. Oh,
Heister doesn't even try to run to first base, and they throw to first, and she's out. Maddie Baker up to bat for the Spartans. 2 away. Let's see if they can rally on 2 that they're so famous for.
up to bat for the Lady Spartans, number 16, Maddie Baker.
And she hits
She
one
crushes
deep
it,
center,
but right
left
to her.
field, and right to the Pikeview Panthers. So there we are. We will
3
enter
up,
the
3
top of the
down.
third here shortly. We'll take a quick break. This is Roger Bennett
And Angie Martin.
for the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Stay tuned. We got a close one.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fall means home improvement projects with S.J. Needhawk. Indoor or outdoor, S.J. Needhawk can help. Makita Tools can get your lawns cleared with blowers, weed eaters, and chainsaws. And now is the time to look at new flooring, adding some new color to your walls, and new lighting fixtures. With tools and products from S.J. Needhawk, you'll have everything you need to get started on your fall projects. When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call S.J. Needhawk Lumber Company, your home solution.
One Way Towing, the source for all of your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication.
All right. Pikeview Panthers up to bat. Looks like number 12, Casey Fine. Swing and a miss.
Up to bat, number 12, Casey Fine. Checking her wrist. We're going to see a bunt. Nope.
Foul ball. That'll count as strike 2. Powell's putting a little movement on that ball. And there's one away.
She had some speed there.
It's odd to see a bunt on the third, what could be the third
yes.
strike. After 2 strikes, typically you don't see a bunt, Ange.
Next up to bat, number 6, Cora Belcher. No, not on the third strike. We actually seen that one time at Myrtle Beach and was all caught off guard, and she fouled it, and she was out.
In the dirt, ball 1. Just a bit outside. Ball 2.
Number 9 batter, Roger.
Yeah, we had him messed up in the beginning. We thought the lineup was in order. It was not. So Cora has not batted yet. It was Zoe Tupper that batted earlier. I would say that was our mistake, but that's 3 balls in a row. But it clearly is not.
Clearly.
Since we don't make mistakes here at Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Powell's back on the rubber. Here it comes.
There it is.
Strike. 3-1.
Got to find her zone again.
Well, you never swing at that
Nope.
4th pitch. You got 3 balls in a row, you don't swing. That's just standard coaching. Fouls that one away. Counts full now. Right over the Greenbrier East dugout. She's battling. This one's got to be a good one, Ange.
Yeah.
Got to put it in
because
play.
we're at the top of the lineup coming up.
And there she gets a free base.
Not a bad pitch, but the batter took advantage of that.
I'd believe I'd have went with an inside pitch there, right over that inside corner. Nonetheless, runner on 1 away.
Up to bat, number 9, Zoe Tupper.
Zoe Tupper up to bat. She's wearing a shoulder protector. I have seen those, but not many of them. And Bundy hesitated on that throw, and now she's on second. So with Belcher on second, it looked like she's got some wheels. 1 ball, no strikes.
And no outs. Oh, no, we do have 1 out.
Tupper was looking to slap that one.
Never understood the slap hit.
Yeah, me neither. It's kind of like the Happy Gilmore in golf.
Yeah.
And it only works for a very small percentage of girls usually.
If I would try that, I would probably run right into the ball, Roger.
And I think it's mainly to throw the pitcher off.
Yes.
So we're looking at 3 balls, no strikes. Again, Powell's finds herself behind. Runner in scoring position. And there's 4 balls in a row. Powell's got to find her groove here. Shelby Maddox, the pitcher for tonight, is up to bat, and Coach Ambler calls time. He wants to talk to his pitcher, calm her down, see if she can find her groove. He's having a brief discussion, and a few of the Pikeview Panthers meet with their coach that's coaching third base. Umpire's kicking the dirt, thinking they'd like to have a Snickers probably. Look for Maddox to show bunt here, Angie.
Yeah. Spartans in trouble early here with 1 out.
All they can hope for is a pop-up. Maddox hits one, gets by second base, and runner's going to score. So Maddox hits a 1 RBI double, and that puts Pikeview on the board, 1-0. Now that we have a score, we'll be able to tell you what it is.
Up to bat, number 15, Lauren Lambert.
It looks like you're going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe she's just taking some hardware off. Yeah, getting rid of some gears so she can run faster. All right, number 15, Lauren Lambert up to bat.
Normally a routine play there to Martin.
Whose kid is that, Angie? Do you know?
She is her father's child, Mike Martin.
There's a strike, and Powell's finds the strike zone again. So she starts out ahead with this batter. 0-1. Powell's on the rubber. Here's the pitch. It's a pop-up, and it's going to drop between short and second, and another run will score. So with runners on the corners, 1 out, 2-0, Pikeview.
22, Emma Compton.
So Compton up to bat for the Panthers.
Clean up batter. Runners on first and third.
And 1 away.
Ball.
So 1-0's count. Swing, foul ball.
That was a good pitch.
1-1. Compton back in the box. Here comes the pitch. Shows bunt right down the first baseline. We have what I thought would have been runner interference with somebody making a play on a hit ball. They waited till it went foul and called a foul. Probably the best thing that could have happened there. Isn't that runner interference whenever you're making a play on a hit ball, Ange?
I would think so, but Roger, I hate to admit it, I wasn't watching the runner. I watched the ball.
So another run scores. Hit to shortstop, thrown out at first. Runner on third. 3-0, Pikeview.
We were just having the discussion on the foul ball, Roger.
Mm-hmm.
The reason they say kill it in foul territory is if it would roll back into fair territory, then it's a fair ball.
But the runner was obstructing
Yes.
the defensive player. And there's out number 3, hit to right field.
Good inning for Pikeview Panthers.
Heister catches that one and puts Pikeview down, but not before they score 3 runs. We're going to take a quick break from our sponsors. This is Roger Bennett
And Angie Martin
with the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 1184517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
All right, here we are, bottom of the 3rd inning. Pikeview 3, Spartans 0. Number 30, Liz Wooding up to bat. Ange, we got to get something going here.
We got to get it going now, and nobody better than Liz Wooding right here. Up to bat for the Lady Spartans, number 30, Liz Wooding.
They still have Taylor right behind the plate and Shelby Maddox on the mound. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's exactly right.
High ball.
Liz has had a very hot bat lately. Let's hope she can keep it up.
So, ball 1. Swing and a miss by Wooding, 1-1.
A little bit of a golf swing there.
Yeah, she was looking to pop that one up, I think.
That'll catch us every once in a while. Nope.
Inside. Ball 2. 2-1.
Liz is patient, too. She's not one to help the pitcher out at the bat.
Outside. Ball 3.
I think if the batters would be a little bit more patient in that box, you're going to see a different Spartan team here. That's a hit right there.
That one right over second base. Drops. Base hit, Liz Wooding. She's on 1. Jenna Groves up to bat for the Spartans. And Liz is over there saying, bring me around. And it looks like Sid the Hammer Norman is on deck.
Up to bat for the Lady Spartans, number 22, Jenna Groves.
So Groves steps in the box, eyes the pitcher. Here comes a pitch. Swings at LXT, fouls one off.
She's after it. Spartans trying to turn it around here. Bottom of the 3rd. Nice.
That's a high
it's a
ball,
hard one to catch.
and
Could
it's
be
going to
down.
be caught.
No.
Wooding will go back to first. Center field made a great play on that ball and got some hustle in her.
Yeah, that's a hard one to catch when they're that high. She was focused in on it.
So Groves back to the dugout, 1 away. Sydney the Hammer Norman steps up to bat.
Up to bat for the Lady Spartans, Sid Norman.
So 1 away, runner on 1.
No, that was
Inside.
a low ball, and she thought about it.
Yeah, she could have made that if she'd had a lead off there, Ange.
Yeah. Got to crawl off that base just a little bit.
You gotta hop out there. That's a low one.
Low pitch.
Wooding's back on. Taylor tries her, but didn't get her.
If I was Liz, I'd try that a couple more times. That was a high throw from the catcher there.
It was. She can't be perfect every time, can
and
she?
And a hard throw.
So Liz Wooding thrown out on second. Sydney safe on first. With Reagan Klein up to bat for the Spartans, we're at the top of the lineup. See if we can rally on 2 outs here. The Spartans are famous for doing.
Yes, they are. They've done that a lot. Up to bat for the Lady Spartans, number 1, Reagan Klein.
Reagan, fast as lightning, really needs to hit it over to left field.
Or over the fence.
Foul ball, strike 1. And the pole is still ringing.
Ting, ting, ting. Reagan hit her first home run over the fence Friday night in Charleston last week when we went over there.
Hopefully she don't get in that home run batter slump. Swing and a miss, and 0-2's the count. She's safe on second. So Sydney the Hammer Norman in scoring position. 0-2 on Reagan Klein. 2 away.
Reagan drops a bat.
Reagan drops a bat. We don't know if she had any of those smarties in the dugout. They mess with your coordination. Foul ball, and she's out. And there's 3 away.
Well, that's a big out for the Pikeview
The score is still Spartan 0, Pikeview 3. So they'll swap fields, and we'll take a quick break. This is Roger Bennett.
And Angie Martin.
For the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fall means home improvement projects with S.J. Needhawk. Indoor or outdoor, S.J. Needhawk can help. Makita Tools can get your lawns cleared with blowers, weed eaters, and chainsaws. And now is the time to look at new flooring, adding some new color to your walls, and new lighting fixtures. With tools and products from S.J. Needhawk, you'll have everything you need to get started on your fall projects. When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call S.J. Needhawk Lumber Company, your home solution.
Number 11, Abby Hedrick up to bat for the Panthers.
Number 6 in the lineup for sure now, Raj.
Yeah, and Powell's, no changes made. First pitch ball. No changes made on the Spartan lineup just yet.
She was slapping her knee for some reason. I guess maybe she should have swung. I don't know.
Maybe. Ball 2. That one was low.
Emily's lost her mojo. Let's see if she can get it back here.
This is where you got to dig as a pitcher. There's a strike.
A good pitch.
2-1. That was a pretty pitch. And Abby Hedrick probably should have gave that one a ride.
That could not have worked out any more perfect.
No, that was actually a pretty sweet deal there. She showed bunt, pulled back, hit the ball, but not before the Spartans' defense had already reacted. Nobody there to make the play. So runner on one, no outs.
Up to bat, number 18, Kaylee Honecker.
Kaylee Honecker up to bat for the Panthers. Ball high and just a bit outside. So 1-0's the count. Runner on one. Powell's on the rubber. Strike. So 1-1. Pretty pitch there. There it is. 1-2. 2 strikes in a row. Powell's finding a little bit of hitting her target momentum out there.
I thought I seen him go like this.
No. That's why when I changed it.
That's another good pitch. And I'm not sure she was doing the...
So he called the last one a ball instead of a strike,
Yeah.
so that makes it 2-2's a count. I could have swore he called strike.
I seen him go like that.
Is that not
there
runner
no
interference
interference
right
here?
there? That should be interference because
That's
the defensive player. The defensive player
They're
has
not
the
calling
rights on a hit ball.
They are not calling it. Where is Coach Ambler not arguing?
Ambler should be coming out talking to the official at this point, but he's probably too mad. Afraid to say something he'll regret, maybe. All right, runners on 1 and 2, no outs. Pikeview.
Spartans are just out of sync.
Pikeview showed bunt, stole 2 bases.
They are eating our lunch, Roger.
Runners on 2 and 3, 1 ball. Casey Fine up to bat. All right, 1-1. That was a strike. Showing that bunt and then.
Up to bat, number 12, Casey Fine. They're pulling the Spartans off their game there, which is good strategy.
Yeah, if it works, you got to do it. Foul ball. 1 and 2's the count. I would say you have to swing away here, but they've bunted on a 2-strike pitch. There it is.
She was going for the slap hit.
And Fine goes to the
Roger.
dugout, 1 away.
I'm struggling with that right there. I don't understand it.
Yeah, me neither. It's not typical softball.
Up to bat, number 6, Cora Belcher.
So Belcher up to bat for the Panthers.
Just 1 out.
1 out. 2 runners in scoring position.
Number 9 batter up. 2 runners on.
And Groves quit on that ball. The runner scores, and now she's going to second.
We don't even know what's going on. The girls are Martin calling a timeout.
So
she's got to talk to these girls. They're just not even
4-0
focusing.
One out, and the Spartans are somewhat discombobulated here. I think they may have come into this game thinking it was going to be an easy one.
At this point in time, they're getting out-coached here, I think.
I think you're probably right.
This coach has came in with attitude and had a game plan, I can tell you right now. They want to beat the Spartans.
They're showing bunt, pulling back, then hitting the ball, something you don't see a lot of. Pulling the third and first baseman off their game and the second baseman.
That coach,
it's a great strategy.
And those players want it more than these Spartans do right now.
Yeah, you can tell, but the body language of the Spartans is not great right now.
Worst I've seen them in action, but you know what? I've seen them turn it around too, so let's not give up hope just yet.
It's not over. It's only 4-0, so.
But we are running out of innings.
Yeah, it's top of the fourth here. Swing and a miss. Trying to do the old slap. Tupper. 0-1. Trying to do the old slap hit, which probably it's going to be a combination of a hit and a bunt. I think it's going to be a little stronger than a bunt.
I believe so. They're just wanting to score runs here. They've got one out. And
strike two.
I'm still confused. I really feel like that was interference on the runner on that play and should have been an out, but there was no discussion of it at all.
Yeah, and that's the second time I believe there should have been some interference.
That's when I say the umpire knows more than I do.
He must. I mean, I'm not going to question him because my understanding of the rule is the defensive player has the right to the ball on a hit ball.
Yeah.
And the runner has to do everything to avoid it. Ball outside, 2-2. But if I'm wrong, somebody out there in Facebook, YouTube, Channel 5, wherever you're watching this, correct me.
We need an out badly here.
We definitely do.
Woo!
That's three balls.
Had some heat on it, but it was outside.
The count's full. Got to have a good pitch here. Got to have a good pitch. I'd eat that inside corner and hope the umpire could see it. And walk.
No chance there.
So bases loaded, one out.
Up to bat, number 23, Shelby Maddox.
And you have the pitcher, Shelby Maddox, up to bat. She knows what she wants.
Spartans trying to talk each other up out there. That's
and
a
that
Reagan.
One's hit to Reggie, and she's going to fire home.
No, hold it. She needs to hold it. That's a good job. And all Spartans were moving there. That was a different Spartan team right there.
Absolutely.
Just in a matter of one out.
2 away. If the Spartans can get out of this inning with the bases loaded, that's going to be a win in itself.
Absolutely. Up to bat, number 15, Lauren Lambert.
Lauren Lambert up to bat for the Panthers. Bases loaded, 2 outs. No pressure here on Lambert, is there?
No, none at all.
Swing, foul ball.
No pressure on the Spartan defense either.
Yep. They actually got a little hustle on that last play, Angie, and it kind of gives me a little better feeling about it.
Yes, it did. There was not one Spartan standing in their position. They were all moving.
Yeah, you got to remind them sometimes there's only going to be one ball hit at a time. That one's another foul ball.
Another foul ball.
0-2. So Lambert, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. I don't know if you get any more pressure than that, do you?
No. What's the pitch, Roger? Outside.
I'd go inside.
Let's see what she does. You know, you could call a pitch. It just depends on where. Well, she went inside.
Yeah, but she missed her mark. So runner scores.
Piles gunned it to Campbell. Campbell had no chance to get that ball. She gunned it.
So another run scores on mistakes by the Spartans. So bases aren't loaded now. Drop third strike.
That was an easy out right there, but
Absolutely.
Piles just got a little excited.
That Pikeview coach is definitely aggressive on those bases.
No, nobody called the ball. Everybody just stood around it. While Pikeview Panthers are running the bases, we're still holding the ball.
Yeah, another run scores. Runners on 2 and 3, 2 outs. And now we have Emma Compton up to bat. Swing, foul ball. Over
Campbell
the press
was
box.
ready, threw the helmet off to catch that ball. Far out of reach for her.
And she's got that Easton Jen Schroe catcher's equipment. Strike inside corner, and that's a pitch I was looking for on the last batter. 0-2.
Number 4 batter.
Swing, foul ball. 0-2. 6-0. Pikeview. Spartans struggling. They can't wait to get out of this inning.
Yeah.
Foul ball, out of play. Hits the guest dugout. Puts a little small dent in the roof, probably.
Thank you.
0-2 the count still. Piles finding their mark. They're just fouling it off. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Wow,
and there's
did
your
we need
third
that,
out.
Roger?
Wow, good pitch. What an inning for Pikeview. If you're a Pikeview fan, that was a great inning. If you're a Spartan fan, you're scratching your head. This is Roger Bennett
And Angie Martin.
for the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
One-Way Towing, the source for all your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash, to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 118-4517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Christmas!
Ooh. See? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Get us started here, kid.
All right, number 21, Allie Martin up to bat for the Spartans. 6-0 is your score. Pikeview on top. No changes in the field for Pikeview. High by one, ball one.
Allie's had a hot bat, too. She gets a little antsy
Taylor
in the
right
box.
behind the plate.
No.
Ball two.
I'm surprised she didn't
Shelby
swing
Maddox.
at that. As a mom, I can say that. She's got 2 balls on her. Let's see what she does here. If it's close, she'll swing. All right, now. Ambler, give her the no green light here. We got to have her on base. Nope, and she's taking her base.
So Allie Martin gets walked. 4 straight balls. Kenna Collins, number 11, up to bat for the Spartans. And
number 11, Kenna Collins.
I just got a message that it's raining at the Lewisburg exit.
Oh, boy.
So maybe.
Yes.
So ball one.
Well, Roger, that would be our best bet if rain could interfere with this ball game.
Swing and a miss. 1-1. Collins couldn't connect on that one. Good pitch.
These runners are not wanting to get off that first base very far.
No, Taylor Wright will throw the ball.
They need to do a delay.
Swing and a miss. Can I get
It's
back
not
to
happening.
basics here for Collins and just stay on that ball. Focus on the ball. So Shelby Maddox on the rubber, and here comes a pitch. Swing, 3 straight swing
Pulled
and
her head
misses
out
for
of there.
Collins. Can't stay on the ball. So Campbell Bundy, number 20, up to bat for the Spartans.
Up to bat for the Lady Spartans. Number 20, Campbell Bundy.
Campbell wanting to make something happen. Swing, foul ball. Out of play.
We need to shake things up here and,
Every
and
one
do
of these
something.
girls are late on this swing.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just not used to that
They're
pitcher.
not.
She's got a little bit more heat than they've seen so far. And she's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Got to have a quick bat here.
Inside. That was a great first strike pitch. I mean, that's now Campbell finds herself behind 0-2's account. Swing.
Out.
She's out. 2 strikeouts for Compton in this inning. And here comes Haley Heister up to bat. 2 outs. Runner on 1.
Up to bat, number 24, Haley Easter. Just a matter of seeing the ball. I really thought we'd have a better turnout here in the second round of batting. It's just
Ball
not
1.
happening.
One of those account. Heister wants to make something happen here.
Easter's a pretty patient batter, so she will not swing at junk. I can
Ball
promise
is
you that.
low.
He didn't call that a strike, did he?
No.
Okay.
No, that was a ball.
I was getting ready to go to umpire school.
And Taylor tried to frame that one, but he wasn't buying it.
Got a stolen base on a pass ball by the catcher.
Yep. Allie Martin stole second.
All right. We got to get something going on 2 here.
Yep. We got to have some kind of
2
rally
outs.
here. We got 3 balls, no strikes. This is a no-swing situation. And it's a pass ball. Martin's on third. Heister will go to first. Runners on the corners. So Maddie Baker up to bat for the Spartans. She'll probably take the first pitch, Ange.
Another hot. I mean, all of our girls have been hitting. This is just a very unusual Spartan team we're looking at tonight.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the weather.
I don't know.
It was pretty warm in Myrtle
Can
Beach.
we blame
wasn't
it on the weather? Can we let's just blame it on the weather?
We're blaming something. That's high, foul ball, out of play.
Up to bat for the Lady Spartans is number 16, Maddie Baker. And this gal is batting like crazy. She's doing great at the bat.
With Allie Martin on third, Haley Heister on first.
2 outs.
Starting to get a little bit of rain here in Fairleigh. Baker up to bat, swing and a miss. 0-2's the count, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. And I'm not sure why Heister's not on second base at this point.
Well, with 2 outs, Roger, and the gun like she's got, I don't know. I think you're right. Send them. Roll them. Run, run, run. And she cannot run because first base was occupied, if I'm right.
And that's an out.
Yep.
So Spartans still scoreless.
Right.
So we go into the top of the 5th inning here. This is Roger Bennett
And Angie Martin.
on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Stay tuned.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote for delivery.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm
All
is there.
means home improvement projects with SJ Needhawk. Indoor or outdoor, SJ Needhawk can help. Makita Tools can get your lawns cleared with blowers, weed eaters, and chainsaws. And now is the time to look at new flooring, adding some new color to your walls, and new lighting fixtures. With tools and products from SJ Needhawk, you'll have everything you need to get started on your fall projects. When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call SJ Needhawk Lumber Company, your home solution.
All right, so we're back. Couple changes. Kenna Collins takes the mound. Lacey Patriacca behind the plate. Taylor Wright up to bat for the Pikeview Panthers. Paige Totten comes in. And that is pretty much the only changes.
Taylor Wright.
So Paige Totten is shortstop.
Number 5 batter in the lineup. I can't remember what she's been doing, but I bet she
I
shows
think she
fake
struck
bunt.
out last time. Fouls one off. Taylor Wright, 0-1. Collins on the mound, wiping the ball off. We are getting some light rain here in Fairleigh. There's a pitch. Inside. Ball 1. I think Collins trying to back her off the plate that time. Ball high. 2-1's a count. 6-0. Pikeview on top here. They're wanting to extend their lead. Collins on the rubber. Here comes the pitch. Right to second base. Easy throw out. Taylor Wright goes back to the dugout. 1 away.
Maybe we're back. Now if we can get the bats rolling.
Well, it may be early to say this, but a good coaching change that Coach Ambler made here.
Yeah.
We'll see. Time will
See
tell.
what happens.
Collins back on the rubber. Abby Hedrick up to bat. Showing bunt. Caught by Lacey. Out number 2. What a hustle by the catcher there.
That was number 11, Abby Hedrick.
Pops the bunt up.
For the Pikeview Panthers, number 18, Kaylee Honecker.
Kaylee Honecker up to bat for the Panthers.
Way to come out of
2 away. And that catcher fired out of there like she was fired out of a cannon and caught that ball.
Let's just stop the fake bunts all the way around.
Swing and a miss.
Little golf swing.
0-1.
Went to Top Golf at Myrtle Beach, too.
Yeah, my wife went to Top Golf Friday, for a Saturday actually, in Richmond. High ball, no rush, nobody on base.
One and one the count. 2 outs.
Swing and a miss.
Pitch.
1-2's a count. Pretty pitch by Collins. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end it.
That'll end it.
For that inning, we'll go into the bottom of the 5th here in just a minute. Quick word from our sponsors. This is Roger Bennett.
And Angie Martin.
On the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Stay tuned.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning, Spartan 0, Pikeview 6.
Up to bat for the Lady Spartans is number 30.
What a game this can be. If the Spartans get on their horse here, they can get some runs scored, and that's what Coach Ambler's wanting them to do.
This is a comeback team, Roger. I know they got it in them.
They do. Liz Wooding up to bat for the Spartans.
Get a little spark flying here.
Calling the pitch, probably going to be inside.
Angie, if you want to add a little bit more spice.
Told you.
She gets a base hit or something, I can pronounce the name or two.
Oh, do you want
One of those account. Here's a pitch. With swing and a miss by Liz. 1-1.
Yeah, this one's off. This one's off. You do your thing. Let's take a minute now.
Swing and a miss. Liz, 1-2's the count. Cannot find the ball.
Come on, Liz.
Down third baseline, foul ball.
She got a piece of it. Good piece.
Way
A little bit early on it.
Yeah, way to stay alive. That's better early than being late. Most of them been late on this pitcher.
What's going on, everybody? This is Matthew Thomas, the basketball commentator. Filling in
There
for
it is,
Angie.
deep left, and that would have been over the fence, but it was foul ball.
That would have been. That's a good rip by Liz. Just a tad early on the last two hits.
Maybe move up a half a step in the box.
Yeah, 1 and 2 count.
And the pitcher did not have her wrist coach. So, slight adjustment for Pikeview there. 1 and 2's the count. Liz Wooding battling.
Looks like she's ready.
There's a big gap in left field. I think Liz is wanting to hit it.
And that's exactly where she's been hitting the last 2 times. Just got to be a tad later.
Swing and a miss.
Swings at the high
Strikeout.
pitch.
Back to the dugout goes Wooding, and here comes Jenna Groves.
Up to bat for your Spartans, Jenna Groves.
Go, Jen Jen!
Jenna wants to make something happen. There's one away. Maddox, ball 1. Threw a low one, and Jenna didn't bite. Inside pitch, ball 2.
See if she can hit one hard enough to take the coat off.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would get the fans riled up.
Yeah.
We'd love to see something like that. Get something started here. Spartans need it bad.
Foul ball.
Just a tad late there.
2 and 1. You got to commit just a little bit earlier. Swing and a miss.
Just a little late.
2 and 2. I'd say a changeup's coming.
Mm-hmm.
That off-speed pitch would probably get Groves. I don't know.
They've had more swings and misses than I've seen a lot this season.
Right to the pitcher, easy throw to first. Jenna Groves is out. 2 away. Spartans not on top of their game here in Fairleigh this evening.
Up to bat for your Spartans, number 3, Sid Norman.
Sydney, the Hammer Norman, up to bat. It don't take but one little spark to get these Spartans fired up, and hopefully she's got the bat to do it with.
They need some sort of spark, Roger. It doesn't really matter where it comes from, whether it's a walk, hit by pitch.
Sid fouls one off.
Right over our heads.
And Taylor ready to make a play on that ball. Taylor Wright, the catcher.
Thing is, it's a little step by little step. They don't need all 6 runs this inning. Get 1 or 2 this inning, go on to the next. Get a little bit of momentum going your way.
It wouldn't hurt a thing to get 6, though.
No, it wouldn't. I completely agree.
Foul ball.
At this point, they just need to see something.
0 and 2.
They need a runner on base bad.
Sydney wants a hit bad. Watch for the fastball here.
Yeah, she'll be playing defense here.
Swing and a miss. And there's 3 away. So we are going into the top of the 6th inning. Score, Pikeview 6, Spartan 0. And this is Roger Bennett.
And Matthew Thomas.
On the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 118-4517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating and we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC.
All right, Collins back on the mound. Lacey behind the plate. Number 12, Casey Fine tries to bunt, fouls it.
Pretty much every hitter in their lineup has tried that little swinging bunt tonight.
That'll count as strike one. She was the one, the last inning, I believe, that pulled the Spartans way off their game with that show and bunt.
Mm-hmm.
She chokes up on the bat. Strike two. She's going to have to swing away here.
Yeah, play a little bit of defense.
Well, I say she will. She should, but this coach will have them bunt on
right up the middle.
What a rip. Reggie makes a play, gets it in. So base hit for Casey Fine.
It seems like whenever you have these Pikeview Panthers inside of their cage, they rip out every single time.
So Cora Belcher up to bat for the Panthers. She gets the call from the coach, looks at her wrist coach, nods.
She ready to twist the bat a couple times.
Collins.
She might be ready to hit this one over the fence. We'll see.
Collins delivers a pitch. Shows bunt, pass ball.
Put a runner at second.
So runner on two now. Belcher, 1-0's account. Pikeview aggressive on the bases. Collins on the rubber. Here comes the pitch. Inside. Ball two.
Yeah, she's ready. She's going to advance next chance she gets. She's about 6 feet off the bag every single time the pitch is thrown. So she's gone as soon as that ball gets passed.
Yeah. Catcher, good stop by the catcher. Comes up ready to fire. Fine goes back to second. Belcher.
Looks like it's still sprinkling a tad. Trying to rub that ball against her leg, make it as dry as possible.
Ball four.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much for a pitch walk. Done a little airplane celebration. I guess that's what it was. I'm not sure.
All right. Here comes Zoe Tupper up to bat for the Pikeview Panthers. Got nobody at second. So one away. Runners on 1 and 2.
That was number 9, Zoe Tupper. And up to bat now is number 23, Shelby Maddox.
So Maddox, the pitcher for tonight for the Panthers, up to bat. 1 out. Runners on 1 and 2. Here comes a pitch from Collins.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
Lacey tried to frame it, but the umpire didn't like it. So 1 ball.
Keep the ball in front of you. That's the main thing they need to worry about.
Ball 2.
Don't give them anything free.
Collins not finding her mark. I know the ball's wet. A little misty rain going on here in Fairleigh. Foul ball. 2 and 1.
Yeah, a little bit late on that pitch. It's been 2 straight batters since they've tried to swing and bunt. That's a record for Pikeview tonight.
Yeah, they like that short ball.
Absolutely love it. And it's worked, to say the least.
This has got to be a good pitch here, or we're going to walk another one.
See if Kenna can clutch up, and she does. Good pitch. Stays fair, and Grove's able to make the play on first base.
Yeah, Groves tags first. Runners advance to second and third. 2 away. So Spartans looking to get through another inning without any score against them. So we've got Lauren Lambert up to bat.
They're going to have a pretty big 6th and 7th inning, which is not really what they want to do. But at the end of the day, they're still alive. So
foul ball, strike one. Collins rubbing the ball dry, hopefully.
They're trying to keep these two girls from scoring.
Strike. Good pitch. 0-2's the count.
Pikeview can pretty much all but seal the deal if they can get themselves a single here and score both these runners.
Lambert finds herself in a 0-2 situation here with runners on 2 and 3 and 2 away. No pressure here, right?
No, not at all.
Foul ball. And Lambert's fighting to stay alive.
I'd stay aggressive if I was Kenna. Just keep pitching the way you've been pitching. It's worked.
I think that inside hits the inside corner. Okay, 1-2. You kind of got to bait her with an outside one every once in a while.
Yeah, it's just a little bit up and outside. And that is foul. About 4 foot to the right of the foul line.
So 1-2, still the count. Collins ahead.
Looks like the softball probably got soaked. Yeah, it did. Coach is getting a towel.
Drying it off. Let's see what comes up with a 2-strike pitch here. Swing and a miss.
It was a good pitch right there.
That was her changeup, I do believe, and
it was.
So we're out of that inning. Score still Spartan 0, Pikeview 6. We'll take a quick break here. This is Roger Bennett
and Matthew Thomas
on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network, and don't go anywhere.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Chris!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fall means home improvement projects with SJ Neathawk. Indoor or outdoor, SJ Neathawk can help. Makita Tools can get your lawns cleared with blowers, weed eaters, and chainsaws. And now is the time to look at new flooring, adding some new color to your walls, and new lighting fixtures. With tools and products from SJ Neathawk, you'll have everything you need to get started on your fall projects. When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call SJ Neathawk Lumber Company, your home solution.
One-Way Towing, the source for all of your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash, to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Spartans is number 1, Reagan Klein.
Reagan Klein up to bat for the Spartans. We're at the bottom of the 6th here. Maddox still on the mound, and Taylor Wright still behind the plate. Swing, high foul ball.
Yep.
Lucky the catcher didn't get under that one.
One bright side for the Spartans, if you want one person to start the inning, it's this kid right here. Reagan is going to do everything she can to get on base. It don't matter if it's a little bunt or if it's out in the outfield. She's going to be at first base in about two millionths of the second.
Yeah, once she gets on first.
Oh, of course, right
to first base, one away.
And that couldn't have been in a worse spot if you're the Spartans. Yeah. I mean, she's already halfway to the base, but I mean, when it's right there to that first baseman, it don't really matter.
Allie Martin up to bat for the Spartans. Allie, the second baseman.
Up to bat for the Lady Spartans, number 21, Allie Martin.
Maddox gets the call. And here comes the pitch. Strike right down the pipe. Martin didn't like that one. So 0-1.
Shook her head a little bit. See if she can lock back in and rip one up the middle.
Foul ball. Martin found the ball, but it didn't go the right direction.
Nope. The opposite side of the middle.
So Maddox. Here comes a pitch.
And
there it
right
is.
up the middle.
Base hit. Right past shortstop. Allie looking at second, but decides not to commit. Smart choice.
Let's see if the Spartans can make the most of this runner on first and finally get her home.
So Collins up to bat for the Spartans. She was your pitcher the last 2 innings.
Up to bat. Number 11.
Now, if you're the Spartans, hoping she could be your savior right here.
You think she'll show bunt?
Leave your head in there. No.
She gonna swing away. First pitch, foul ball. So she found the ball. Let's see if she can straighten it out.
Yep.
Just leave your head in there, Kenneth.
Stay on it. Mm-hmm.
Pikeview's looking to stay up, but they've left that middle wide open, Roger. About probably good 15, 20 feet between the shortstop and the second baseman.
Well, yeah, there's a big hole in left field.
And
there's a little poke.
She squeezes it in, and Allie Martin tried to advance, but good play there by the left fielder for Pikeview.
So
Able to keep them close. But we got runners on first and second.
Collins, a little poke, gets by the third baseman. Runners on 1 and 2, 1 away. And Lacey up to bat with her pretty pink gloves. Let's see if she can make something happen. She spends a lot of time in the batting cage.
See if it pays off.
She didn't like that one and realized what she did after she done it.
Mm-hmm.
Up to bat for the Lady Spartans.
All it takes is a few hits to start a flood. That's all it takes. Let's see if the Spartans can get some momentum going, or if Pikeview decides they can shut them down for the evening. Just one out there for the Spartans to work with. A little bit high.
1-1. Maddox thought about throwing a second. Here comes Lacey. Oh, caught the outside corner. She didn't like that either. So 1 and 2's the count.
1-2 count. And she looks on the outside.
She stood there
corner.
and took 3 strikes. Back to the dugout she goes. Haley Heaster up to bat. 2 outs. Runners on 1 and 2.
Can Haley be the saver? Let's see. They need somebody. She swings at the first pitch.
And it's
going to
drop, I think.
And
Yeah,
it will.
it's down.
And a little bit of an odd spin on the ball. That's going to score 2.
So she got a 2 RBI double
and
from
the
Haley Heaster.
And the Spartans get exactly what they needed. Get a couple runs on the scoreboard.
So there's a little spark. A little poke to right field, right center, and 2-run score.
That double.
So Maddie Baker up to bat for the Spartans.
Maddie Baker.
Yeah, that double from Heaster is exactly what the Spartans have been looking for all night. Took till the 6th inning, but it's here. And hit the back.
Dead ball.
And that's going to put 2 on base.
So 2 on. Liz Wooding up to bat. I know she would love to bring both those runners in and make a ball game out of this.
You already know Liz is fired up. Let's see what she can do here.
All right.
For the Lady Spartans, number 30, Liz Wooding.
So Wooding's in the box. Pitcher gets the call. Let's see what she does here. Swing and a miss by Wooding.
That was a nice pitch right there from the Pikeview pitcher. She looks like she closed her eyes right before the pitch. Took a deep breath. See if that puts her back in the zone or if Liz can finish it off.
Foul ball, 0-2's the count. She rang the pole with that one. So Maddox way ahead here, 0-2. She can throw anything but the kitchen sink down there now. Wooding's not going to go down without a fight.
No, she's not. Pitch is coming. Liz looks at it inside.
1-2's a count.
And the pitch is thrown, but good awareness by Heaster. Sped up a little bit, getting back to second base to stay safe.
You bait that throw enough, they'll miss one.
Yes.
Wooding made contact. Let's see what she does. Swing and a miss.
Wooding
and that's 3 outs. Spartans score 2 on that one. So we're going to go into the top of the 7th. Spartans 2, Pikeview 6. We'll take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. This is Roger Bennett
and Matthew Thomas
on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Stay tuned.
One-Way Towing, the source for all of your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash, to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 118-4517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
All right, welcome back. Kenna Collins still on the mound, Lacey behind the plate, and Emma Compton up to bat for the Pikeview Panthers. Outside ball 1.
Number 22, Emma Compton.
So no changes in the field that I can see. Maybe one. It looks like Bailey Birchfield come into left field. And that's the only changes in the Spartan field lineup here on this one. Ball high, number 2. Collins struggling to find her mark here.
Yeah, she shook her head there a little bit. She's trying to find that groove on the ball. Not sure quite what's going on, but let's see if she could lock in.
Yeah, I think she'll find it. Swing, foul ball.
Right down the middle. Good pitch.
So Compton got a piece of that one. 2-1's the count. Collins with a pitch. Swing.
Right up the
deep.
middle. Reagan.
Center,
She got it.
And there's one away.
That's
so number 13, Taylor Wright up to bat.
That's a third or fourth good play Reagan's made tonight. She's caught 2 balls just like that out in the outfield, and she also kept them from scoring there on one of the ground balls. She's done an excellent job in the outfield. Been one of the few real good sparks for the Spartans this
Collins
evening.
would love to strike this girl out.
Yes, she would.
High ball. They have a little bit of history together.
Just a little bit.
So Collins. Pitch inside, ball 2. Third pitch is the ball high. It's like she's walking her on purpose.
She might.
This one's got to be a good one. Strike.
She watched it.
3-1. So Collins found it that time, but there's no way Taylor was going to swing.
Let's see if she watches this one too, or if she takes it.
She's going to take a swing here, I'll bet.
And she does.
Quick poke. And there's out at first. So Taylor Wright, throw down at first. Hit to Totten at shortstop. And there's 2 away. So number 11, Abby Hedrick up to bat. Here comes a pitch.
And she
High
swings.
ball.
And it's going to go to Reagan again.
Reagan
And
will
she
come from
makes it.
center field to second base and make that catch. What an athlete she is. So scoreless in that inning for the Panthers, and this is Roger Bennett.
And Matthew Thomas.
We'll take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back. We have a 2-6 ball game. Pikeview Panthers on top at the moment. Spartans looking to get something done here and change that.
Number 22, Jenna Groves.
So Groves up to bat first for the Spartans. Got her rain jacket on. Steps in the box. Taylor Wright behind the plate. Maddox. And Jenna Groves jogging to first base, gets thrown out. Number 2, Bailey Birchfield up to bat for the Spartans. And Bailey's one of those girls that if she can put the ball in play, she'll probably make it to first. She is fast as greased lightning.
Yeah. They need to get something going here. Let's see if she can get something started, get on base, do something. They got 2 outs left.
Bailey Birchfield.
Swing and a miss by Birchfield.
Tad late
0-1.
Yeah, just tad late on that pitch.
I believe I'd bunt her. Inside.
And they're lucky nobody's on base right now.
So 0-2's the count on Birchfield. Got to see that ball to hit it.
Yeah, ball must have got a little bit of dirt and rain on it. All that good stuff. Had to replace it. 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss. About 5 minutes late. So Reagan Klein up to bat. 2 away again. Not looking good for the Spartans. You're having a great night if you're a Pikeview fan, though.
Yes, will say Panthers are excited. Spartans not so much.
Up to bat for your Lady Spartans is number 1, Reagan Klein.
Reagan Klein made 2 great catches in the last inning. She plays center field, and she runs like her legs are on fire and her butt's catching.
Yeah.
Foul ball.
That's
0-1's a count.
That's right, Roger. She's been playing some fantastic defense tonight, and let's see if she can get something started on the offensive end. She's been on base, I believe, once today, but
Well, defense is awesome, but you have to have some offense to win the game.
Exactly.
High ball.
1-1 on count on Reagan.
Allie Martin on deck.
Klein rips
Reggie
it over. Gets it over
right
the
over
shortstop.
shortstop to first base. She turns. So runner on 1, 2 away. Allie Martin up to bat.
Spartans are about to hit the hot part of their lineup. Let's see if they can get something going here.
So Maddox.
Up to bat, number 21, Allie Martin.
Martin just need a little base hit poke here.
Pitch coming, shows bunt. Klein goes to steal. She's got
safe.
it.
So 0-1's a count. Reagan Klein makes it to second base. Allie Martin back in the box. Maddox delivers a pitch. Inside. Ball 1.
That ball, that pitch was, or that throw from the catcher was a little bit to the outside glove. Almost got away from her.
Yeah, that catcher's she's got an arm on her.
Yes, she does.
I've seen her play travel ball. She has an arm. Oh, inside. And Martin didn't like it. She finds herself at 1-2, 2 outs. Got to have a rally here.
Definitely looked a little bit inside, but let's see. Like they say, ball don't lie. Let's see if she can make it happen.
Foul ball.
Clips it to stay alive.
Yeah.
Just got the edge of her base, or just got the edge of the bat.
Umpire.
And it looks like the catcher for Pikeview may have got clipped a little bit with that pitch.
I don't know if the ball hit her or if the bat hit her, but if the bat hit her, that should be interference.
Mm-hmm.
And Allie should take the base, but
it didn't look like she was close to her. I couldn't really tell, but that bat didn't look like it went back down on her. Probably was the ball. Starting to rain a little bit more, too, here in Fairleigh. Ball's away, and you give Reagan about a millisecond, and she's gone.
So Reagan Klein on third base, looking to score. Allie Martin counts 2-2.
Spartan bench.
Finally getting some fire about them. A little bit of cheering going on. These
Yes,
girls
they
are getting
are.
up in the last inning.
Martin sees the pitch, and she
there it
swings.
is. It's deep.
Over the left field. Left fielder makes the play.
And that's the ball game.
6-2. Pikeview's going to take it from East and pull off an upset here this evening.
Yeah, this is a major upset. Pikeview 6, Spartans 2. Wow, what a game.
And that's one thing about softball that I love, Roger. I know I'm a big basketball guy, but you see so many more upsets in a sport like softball because it really doesn't matter if you're having a hot night like Pikeview is tonight and get East off their rhythm, you could pull off an upset like this. And you never know when it's going to happen.
Well, you've got more than 5 people on the team at one time that can make a difference. You've got a bat lineup of at least 9, so and you can bat as many as you want. But in softball, it's an individual effort does make a difference, but the team effort is key.
Exactly. And you have to play, for example, in basketball court, you got to have all 5 guys on the same squad. You got to have them on the same page. But if you have one person who's outstanding, they can kind of carry the team. It's not like that in softball. You have to have all 9 of your players, everybody ready to roll. And if you don't have everybody ready to roll, then you're going to lose the game.
Yeah, you can have one player that doesn't do well batting, but then you can back that up with 4 or 5 girls that do, and you can make a huge difference in the game. Defense, anytime you make a play on the ball, you've got to make good decisions. And I think the Spartans struggled a little bit tonight with their decision making in the field.
Yes.
Their bats cold tonight. It wasn't until 6th or 7th inning they actually really started hitting decent. So, and that was their Achilles heel. They come off of a 3-game winning streak in Myrtle Beach, and they get upset here by the Pikeview Panthers. But great game by the Panthers. Great, well-coached game by the Panthers head coach.
Very well coached, yes. Yeah, they did a fantastic job. And a couple things I want to take over and say. One of them was, like you said, you've already mentioned it, how many mistakes that East made on the defensive end of the ball. They had so many mental errors that, I would say at least 3 of the runs for Pikeview were scored off of small mental errors that aren't even going to be down on the scorebook. They're just errors that East should have never even had happen. Right. And then another one, East, I would love to know how many they left on base towards the first 3 innings. They left so many runners where they would get to first or second base and wasn't able to finish it off. So
yeah, and you can look at Coach Aaron Ambler's not happy. He's out there chewing some butt right now, which is well-deserved butt chewings, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But that's a wrap. And, thank you for tuning in to the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. And we'll be back here Thursday for a game.
Yes, we will.
Another home game Thursday and Friday. So this is Roger Bennett.
And Matthew Thomas.
With the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. And we thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.